Ever felt crippled by judgment, even from an unseen audience? Maya, a gifted potter, wrestled with her harshest critics, her own fears. She saw flaws, not beauty, but one encounter changed everything. Discover how to silence that inner voice, embrace your unique self, and finally break free from the fear of others' opinions. This story will transform how you view your imperfections and empower you to truly shine. Maya stood behind her small wooden table, hands trembling slightly as she arranged her pottery for the local craft fair. The sun shone brightly, but inside a storm of anxiety swirled. Her pottery, each piece a fragile part of her soul, felt exposed under the gaze of strangers. The crowd thickened, and Maya's imagination spun stories darker than the glazed surfaces. Each passerby became a critic, silently judging her work. "Look at that wobble," she imagined them whispering. When a woman approached, Maya's heart pounded. She looked down, fingers nervously rearranging the same cup. Her stance screamed, "Don't look too closely," desperate to hide tiny flaws. "This is lovely," the woman said with a smile. Maya's relief was swallowed by doubt. "She's just being polite," her anxiety whispered. The woman put the mug back and walked on. "See? She found the flaw," Maya's inner voice hissed. "She just said it nicely." This internal war repeated itself with every compliment. Each nice work turned into not really good. Every smile became a mask. Hours passed, draining her energy. She was caught between wanting to share her passion and struggling against her fears. Then an older man approached. His eyes were soft and kind, and his movements slow and deliberate. He reached for a small lopsided bowl, Maya's most insecure piece. She had almost tucked it away, afraid someone would notice its awkward shape. He cradled it carefully, turning it over in his hands. There was a gentle pause, as if he were studying more than just clay and glaze. "I love this one," he said quietly. "My wife's hands aren't as steady as they used to be. The way this bowl is shaped, it'll be easier for her to hold." Maya blinked. The tension in her shoulders eased, her breath caught between surprise and warmth. For the first time, her work was seen, not through harsh, invisible eyes, but as something meaningful. What she thought was a flaw was to him a thoughtful design that met a real human need. The crowd and their imagined judgments faded into the background. Maya realized the harshest judge she'd feared was never really out there.
Because it's the solid, busy God in decision.
It had always been the voice inside her own head. Tears warmed her cheeks as a smile bloomed, small but bright. Her pottery was not perfect, but it was hers, shaped by her hands, her heart. And now she saw it had the power to connect, not just with strangers, but with herself. The fair continued around her, a cheerful hum of life. Maya stood taller, her hands steadier. The unseen audience was quiet now because she had stopped listening to it. Maya carefully prepares a new batch of clay, now embracing every imperfection. Another craft fair, another day. This time her heart is filled with joyful anticipation, not fear. A young girl approaches her stall, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. Maya gently explains the stories behind each piece, now unafraid to share her soul. The girl chooses a small, imperfect bird, its wings slightly uneven. "It's perfect," the girl says, her eyes shining. As the sun sets, Maya knows she is no longer creating for the unseen audience, but for herself and for those who see the beauty in imperfection. From that day on, Maya continued creating, her pottery becoming a symbol of embracing flaws and finding beauty within.